You got my buddy Michael Frieden. Say that right?
Frieden.
Frieden. Sorry.
Hmm.
But he runs the best, the premier herbal medicine supplement, smoothie, all in one hangout space, welcoming space. Totally. My go-to spot when I'm running through St. Petersburg is it used to be known as Herb Scoop. Now it's Herbal Artists because we've upgraded, guys. We're upgrading. Okay, across the board, Atlantis rising, guys. All right. So Herbal Artists is the new name of the shop, and we're also talking about it because we've got an upcoming full moon meetup, and it's going to be in part hosted at Mike's shop there, which is a really cool spot. So I'll let him introduce himself some more, but welcome, Mike.
Hey, how's everybody doing? I hope everybody's doing well. I come with blessing and grace for everybody. And my name is Michael Frieden, and I've been running Herbal Artist for about 4 years now. But I've been on the herbal and awakening journey for about 12 to 15 years. And I call myself God's guinea pig. I've had stomach ulcers, diabetes, high blood pressure, eczema, you name it. And it just gives me an opportunity to find out exactly what works as quickly as possible. And being that you go through these trials and tribulations, you get other blessings as well. When you move into the plant kingdom, they start talking to you in a sense, and you really start forming and bonding and having a relationship with these plants. They enter your life. They really enter your life for a reason. And I've noticed also people that come into the store. So basically what happens is people come into the store, and I work with all different types of people, and I see what really works. And the product that we're promoting here today is SipBlu, which is really the flower of life. And that's basically what we're promoting today. The flower of life is butterfly PT, which is Clitoria tratotia is the Latin name.
Can you say that one more time for the people, Michael?
Clitoria tratotia, which what this flower
That's what I'm
does.
talking about.
Oh, yeah. This is the essence of this flower is so nurturing and loving and supporting to your well-being. This flower has been in my life for about 7, 8 years now. And the love and the nurture that you feel when you ingest this flower is it's incredible. So it's been trying to tell me what it is for the whole 7 years. I just really figured it out about a year and a half ago. And it makes all the perfect sense of what this is, because when you talk about the divine feminine, you talk about the womb of creation. Women are so sacred because they can create both men and women. They bring life to this planet. Now, your body, it has two different components. Everything has really two different components here. It has the divine feminine and it has the divine masculine as well. So in the body, the divine feminine would be the blood, the flow of the body. Okay. This brings oxygen into your body. Okay. And not only does it bring oxygen, but it is also blue, which means that when you talk about the crown chakra and the mind chakra, you're talking about the blue and the purple light, right? The pyramid at the top of your soul, right? Where you get all of your messages through there. So when we move out of the red and the root and the sacral chakra, which is all about survival, all about working, all about muscling through, right? Which were coming out of the old ecosystem or the old construct of reality where we had the highest degree of limitations on the mind, body, and spirit, which is all meant to be. It's all meant to be. We asked for this, right? Because if you're traveling around in space and you're looking for an experience and you've never felt pain before as a soul, you would come to Earth and you would incarnate into the Kali Yuga, which is the farthest removed from God the mind, body, and soul can experience on a planet. So now we're moving into, some people say the golden era, or I believe it's the Dwarpa Yuga, but a lot of different people have a lot of different constructs on this. But it's when we start understanding what the subtle energetic undertones are that make up our reality. So when we start moving into higher essences of our chakra system, we start talking about blue light, right? The ocean is blue. It gives life, the sky and the clouds,
Yep.
blue and white. So we start, this flower helps oxidize your body, which oxygen, is the absence of the disease, they say in the medical field, right? And
this is what we're looking at right here, Mikey,
yeah,
right? It's
yes,
blue butterfly PT.
yes, yep,
Butterfly pea flower is what
yep,
essentially this is. Literally just a flower.
yeah. So I'm gonna show you really quickly. What we did was what we did what we did was we activated the flower. We activated the flower by putting the flower of life and calling it what it is on top of the bottle, right? So now it is completely activated. It's in a powder form. We sell it so it's easy to scoop. You just get your scooper, you put it in a bottle, and you take it. You'll see it when you're working out, where you didn't have as much gas before. You'll get that extra push. We've given it to jujitsu practitioners where he said he didn't change his diet. He didn't do anything. All he started doing was drinking the flower. And there was this 250-pound guy that he couldn't move past. And so I just kept on getting these confirmations from all these different people. There was a lady with eczema. She reported back to us that was completely gone within 2 weeks. So there was different things, and just nonstop. I give it. Everybody should have it in their diet. It's a daily drinker. Oxygen in your body. You feel lighter. You feel happier. The sluggishness goes away. You're more chipper. It just brings in. It divides the cells and brings in more oxygen, right? So the Vesca Pisces is basically that. There's the egg, there's the sperm, they come together and they create a new life. So
Mike,
this happens everywhere.
Mike,
around.
did you say something about how this blue drink, it reactivates royal DNA? You mentioned something like that?
Yes, exactly. This is exactly everything in society right now is very
Hell
acidic.
yeah.
Okay, it's very acidic. It's red. It wants to get you stuck on something that gives you this much but then takes away that much, right? So this keeps on giving. What it does is it activates your royal DNA, right? If you're down in the sacral, you're a worker, right? I love coffee. I love coffee. I really do. It's been very difficult to give coffee up, but I gave it up because coffee is a very slave-like drink. That's why you see like rye, all these different coffee all these mushroom coffees taking off right now, because the coffee family is it has light in it and it also has slavery in it as well, right? So it kind of sparks your hippocampus to flood, and it gives you that fight, flight, or freeze response a lot of times, coffee, and it fries your adrenals. It's very acidic on the body. It really creates ulcers and destroys your gut lining. So these are all, cigarettes and coffee. Hey, I'm going to go to work. I need a coffee and a cigarette, right? That's the old way of doing things. So now this is a flower that is very abundant. It's very abundant. It grows like crazy, just like the moringa tree. It grows like crazy. The moringa tree is very difficult to kill that tree, right? Which gives it that tree of life. It'll go through anything. The flower of life is a little bit more delicate. It just needs water and sunshine. But that shows you what it brings to your body. Okay. And the royal blue blood activation is exactly that. We're turning the acidic blood back into an alkaline blood, into a blue blood, instead of it being and having. There's certain things that activate your death sequence, right? It's things that dry out the body, right? And form habits,
Oh yeah.
deteriorate habits, right? So this is where we're moving out of. We have something that there's a death and rebirth cycle here that we're moving out of, which is, I call it the angel of death, right? That's the angel of death's ecosystem. It's supposed to wake you up. How many times are you going to go over the same thing? How many lives are you going to live where you fall asleep and you get sucked down into a monotonous, repeating cycle where you're just a robot or a zombie, right? Now we're waking up and Mother Earth is spreading all of its flowers, all of its beauty. So these are hidden secrets that we haven't been privy to until now. People are starting to really, really, really take the plants back into their being. These things, especially in Florida, you can grow it here in Florida, central down. You can grow it anywhere in the summertime. So you can have this plant in your backyard anywhere you live, as long as it's warm in the warm season, and it'll spread like crazy. It'll come back in the wintertime. So these are the type of plants that are extremely abundant that we want to look at. We want to look at plants that are very abundant, very hard to kill, that are daily drinkers, like the moringa tree. And then we have a little bit where this is very overabundant. The flower of life is very overabundant, but it's a little bit more gentle because it's very feminine. It's a very feminine essence that it brings to your blood. So it cleans you out. What it'll do is it will bring awareness if you do take it every day. Lots of people have heard about it, but they haven't taken it every day. You have to take it every day, just a little bit. Let it enter. Let that essence enter into your
Yes.
body.
I
And
can I just
yeah,
butt in?
please.
My girlfriend's been taking SipBlu every morning, at least, right? Once a day, definitely. Usually in the morning, and you know she's feeling great, right?
Yeah, really help.
What's the testimony?
Yeah, you have a test.
It's awesome, she says. So,
Well, Mike, what's interesting is you said being addicted to coffee. A
Right.
lot of people, including myself, can identify with that. So
Yeah.
what was it like for you getting off of coffee and starting to drink this stuff more regularly?
It's a transitional period, like everything is. It doesn't happen right away. But getting off coffee, really, I had to figure out that I have my own energy to rely on something that depreciates my body on instead of relying on something that appreciates my body, right? So it's depreciation, appreciation, everything. Is it going to put you to sleep or is it going to wake you up? Are you going to be closer to getting the connection and your higher self speaking to you? Or are you going to take something that society has given as fuel and deterioration, working yourself to the grave, working yourself to the bone, right? These are the types of things that we're coming out of right now. That's what we need to look at. We need to look at what's readily available. Why is it readily available? What's the story behind that? Why is it in every single drugstore and food market and yada, 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 right? So this is the types of things that we need to look at when we're looking at what we're taking into our body. And the coffee, really, I absolutely love coffee. I really do. I was making sure I was getting the best coffee, but at the end of the day, it was frying my adrenals. And I felt dehydrated. I felt, once I stopped drinking coffee, I was like, whoa, I'm like drinking lots of water. Now I wake up and I drink 3 or 4 cups of water in the morning before I do anything. So it really brought back like the water essence in my life. I wasn't drinking enough water. I was really, drinking 2, 3, 4 cups of coffee a day, and I was getting a little manic. So there was kind of like this strike that I hit, this crossroads that I hit, where I was like, this is not working for me anymore. My body does not feel good from this. I'm getting lines on my face. I'm looking older the more I drink this stuff. And then I started looking at all the things that dehydrate me and all the things that, and then that brought me closer to my diet. What's my Ayurvedic constitution? What's my human design constitution? What is my constitution like, and what does it need to feel my own energy, my pure own energy, and not an energy that's depreciating where I need to continuously drink something or have something to get that spark that I'm looking for, right? And then a lot of times I felt also that I was doing a bunch of stuff that I didn't really need to do, and I was avoiding the main thing that I needed to do with the coffee and the stimulants when I was drinking them. And I was kind of avoiding the main things, and I would see myself leaning towards doing more physical work when I had that much energy. So, like I said, I'm God's guinea pig. So I see what moves and where my energy goes when I take different substances and different flowers and different roots and beans and so on and so forth. There's a very interesting thing. There's coffee and that popular ethnobotanical tea that everybody's drinking down here. It starts with a K. That everybody's drinking down here in Florida, and it's sweeping.
Kratom or kava?
Yeah, both of them, but coffee, kratom, and
Kava.
chacruna, which is the DMT in the ayahuasca plant, one of the plants in ayahuasca. Those are all in the same family. So the coffee and the kratom are very workhorse energies, very slave-like energies, right? They depreciate you. Now it's not to say that you can't have a loving relationship with them where you don't have to drink coffee ever. I'm not saying that. Or you don't take kratom ever. I'm not saying that. But they lean into addiction, and they lean into these, if you're not centered and you're not minding, these are all gifts. These are blessings. These are absolute blessings from God, from the planet, that we need to look at and use them in the right context in our life, right? So it's interesting where we're moving out of coffee. People are moving out of coffee. People are moving into the kratom, right? And a lot of people are moving into the light. So the shadows is the coffee, the kratom, and then the light of that plant family is the chacruna, is the aya, the DMT, and ayahuasca, which is all light. It takes you from your lower extremities and brings you up and out. That's why I love Dr. Longo when he talks about the Kapok tree. Now, the Kapok tree is very cool because it's called the king of the trees, the king of the jungle there in South America, where people do diets. They're called dietas, and they do a diet with that tree. So they'll sit with that tree for a month, depending on 2 weeks, depending on how extenuating the dieta is. So it's very cool that you found that tree and you have some affinity with this tree. It's calling you. You're a protector of it. It really is calling your name, which we haven't talked about yet. And it's really cool that it's coming up now. So you definitely have some kind of affinity with this tree. You're one of its protectors. You're one of its keepers, Dr. Longo. So I appreciate, my hats off to you for sensing that and joining with it and showing people that the trees are really, I like to tell people, like, there's herbs, right? There's herbs, there's grasses, there's bushes, and then there's the trees. Like you do with the 900-year-old oak trees, right? Up there, where was it? In Georgia, and in the borderline of Georgia and Florida. I think you did something up there where you showed a very old oak tree. These are the ones that have been sitting in the light. They've been taking photons, first wave photons, for thousands and thousands and thousands of years. These are our friends. They give us oxygen. They have certain spirits attached to them. These are really they're sitting in the sky. This is what we need to look for. We need to look at the trees and get reacquainted with the trees. They're very special to the human race. This is what helps us with everything. They protect us. They give us shade. They also give us essences that we can deal with.
Very
Hell
cool.
yeah, dude. Love it. And speaking of, number one, what a great monologue by Michael there.
Thank
Give
you.
him a great welcome, guys.
Thank
The stuff he's pushing here, the stuff that we're shilling is legit.
Yeah,
As they say on the street, that shit legit, my boy. Okay?
Yeah.
That's some legit shit right there. But we're gonna get into the shit legit. But you brought up the baobab tree. Tartar, cream of tartar, originally is baobab powder. They didn't tell you that in cooking class, did they?
No.
That it's the holy kalpavriksha, wish fulfilling tree. That is also a superfood. Almost every single part of the tree is edible. And cream of tartar originally, like in a lemon moringa pie, or sometimes like a key lime pie. It's an emulsifier, I think. Flipping key lime pie is cream of tartaria, baobab powder. We're going to try and sell some of that soon. But that stuff's great. The SipBlu is great. The Shilajit, I'll give Mike a little bit to, touch on too.
The Shilajit that I have found is from the Kashmir Mountains. It's a 2K mountaintop. And what is Shilajit? Shilajit was formed when there was Pangea. It was all one continent. And then Pangea broke apart. And then once the continents started colliding back, Eurasia and India collided back, it formed the Himalayan mountain ridge. In the process of doing that, it took up and scooped up all of the prehistoric ocean, all of the prehistoric forest, smashed each other, and created the Himalayan mountain ridge. So when the Himalayan mountain ridge was created, it scooped up all of that prehistoric forest and ocean, and now it's dripping back down from the peaks of the mountain. So all of those organic minerals that haven't been touched for thousands and thousands and thousands of years are now the essence of the prehistoric ocean and the forest is now trying to return back to us with the shilajit. And when you take it, man, you feel it. All of those minerals, the fulvic acid and the humic acid, what it does when you take that is it allows your cells to absorb food and minerals quickly. So when you take it, you feel like a head rush and you feel energetic for hours. When you take the shilajit, it has about 80 plus minerals in it. It has retinol in it, so it really helps with libido, blood circulation. Anything that helps with blood circulation will help with libido. So you feel full of energy, you feel happy. You can. And it's just a little scoop. It's a tiny, talking about a tiny pea-sized amount in warm water on an empty stomach in the morning. By the way, you want to drink these things on an empty stomach in the morning and let your body absorb, let your cells absorb it on a clean canvas. That's always the best way to drink something, especially when you're starting out. And there's gut health stuff. If people are doing gut health stuff, also we can talk about that at some point.
So Mike, I go to your website, which is what?
SipBlu.com.
SipBlu, and I type in Dr. Narco's code, which is Old World Florida. Is that correct?
OFW, yeah. OFW. That's it.
Would it be OWF?
That's Herbal Artists. That page is my shop's page.
Okay.
Yeah, my bad. We'll bring that up a little later. This is the site.
Yeah.
Right? SipBlu.
Site. Yep. You go on there. That's the Flower of Life. You get 10%. Dr. Narcolongo gets $10 from each purchase. And then you get a 10% each patron of ours. Each friend, each companion that we have here on the channel, they get 10% off of each order, and that's for the shilajit, that's for the Flower of Life, that's and then we also have blue algae on the website as well.
Wow.
So they can order whatever they like. We did get an order. We already have an order. It came up, so people are starting to order. We appreciate you. Thank you so much for all of your contributions. We really love what Dr. Narcolongo does. We really appreciate it. I really appreciate it.
Shit, Mike. Yeah. Thanks, man. Appreciate it. Mike was a early supporter of the channel too. Like I think when I was before the Saxer Stones even dropped, I think I was over in St. Pete. I think when I was over there looking that up is when I met Mike too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Really
makes a mean smoothie at that shop there. And like I said, we're gonna be doing a full moon meetup the 22nd. If you want to come meet Mike, come check out his place. There'll be things, there to purchase if you'd like. Beverages, things like that. You can try all this stuff, and we're gonna have a good time. May 22nd. Details are gonna be coming out tomorrow. We're gonna have a flyer and stuff like that. But big long notice so you can clear your calendar for May 22nd.
Blueberry Patch.
Blueberry Patch, yep. Got to say that. We're gonna end off the night at the Blueberry Patch, seeing some live music. Cool blues band, seems like.
Oh yeah. And then how the Blueberry Patch was started was it was started on 7/7/1977. So
wow.
He was into the numerology and the I Ching way back when. So it's perfect, I would say.
So hey, does uppercase maybe not work on the code? Someone says SipBlu.
Yeah, try just it shouldn't matter, but if uppercase is not working, just try lowercase.
Yeah, try lowercase, guys. Might have to some kinks we might have to iron out. Might be my bad on that.
Yeah, that's okay.
Old World Florida lowercase.
Yeah.
Give that a go. and get back to us.
And I just want to point out that, if this is an awakening flower, we've activated it. Like I said, we put it on the top. It is activated flower. This is what she wants. She wants to be known as the flower of life and not just something that turns the water blue. It goes so much deeper than that. And when you start taking her, she will bring awareness to you of things that no longer serve you. So she'll start cleaning out your blood, and then when you re-enter something that no longer serves you, she will let you know that. She will let you know, because now you're cleaning out your canvas, you're cleaning out your temple, okay? And now she's gonna say, hey, you've entered something that is no longer compatible with your temple on your new timeline, which you're activating your DNA. Let you know that, hey, dude, you can't eat that anymore, or you can't, do these things anymore right now. So, you need to go work out, or you need to. She'll bring yoga into your life. You'll start connecting with the things that are going to make you feel happy and whole as the royal sovereign being that you are here on this planet.
I'm into that.
Shell,
I'm
yeah.
sold on the blue thing, dude. I'm sold on the blue drink. I'm into it, bro. Because I'm trying to get off coffee. Like my addiction to coffee is like, it's absurd. You know what I'm saying? And
Yeah.
it's like my tolerance is so high that it's like I'm drinking espresso, and I'm drinking fucking coffee like it's water, dude. Like it's insane. So, and it is like I'm in construction, so I call it like construction fuel. So it's like the work I do is sort of dependent on it, and I'm looking for like some kind of detox and some sort of alternative to tap into my own energy instead of having this external fucking reliance on coffee. So I'm into it. The blue shit, into it.
Yeah, blue. The
Bullshit. Butterfly tea, Alan. Okay.
I'm sold. Whatever the fuck it is, flower of life.
Both of them.
Royal blue.
Fortnite Shield.
Yeah, we got another order. So thank you, everybody. Thank you, whoever just ordered. We really appreciate this. But both of them in tandem work really well, right? So it'll oxidize your body. The clitoria the blue pea will oxidize your body, and then the mineral content and the energy will come from the shilajit, right? So now you're using something once a day that oxidizes your body, gives you energy, and you're not stuck on it. You know what I mean? And it's not drying you out. It's actually bringing wetness and fluid into your body and oxygen into your body instead of depreciating you. Like you said, I drank 4 or 5 cups of coffee when I was drinking coffee, and it absolutely works. It absolutely works. But where is it taking away from you? Where is it taking from you? It's giving you, but how much is it taking away?
Exactly. It's like usury. It's like energy usury. You're going to get that boost. You're going to get that focus, but then there's a crash. Then you're dependent, and then you depreciate. So yeah, I love coffee too. Like I get coffee ice cream, but it's getting insane for me personally.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
So.
And then also here's your website for your shop. Like I said, details coming soon on the meetup, but that's going to be the 22nd. And we gave you a brief rundown. Come hang out. This place is dope. Even, in the meantime, afterwards, whenever you're in the area, go check out his shop.